I was surprised that till now there are United fans outside there who believe that Ten Hag wouldn't have been the best manager to be at Manchester United, because sometimes when we lose or drop points, you find the hashtag Ten Hag out trending on Twitter, and I ask myself, which kind of fans are these? Haven't you really had enough in the past decade of us suffering without an elite coach who is a manager and a coach? And I'm asking myself, what's wrong with these people? If at all other managers of other teams have gone ahead to really come on and commend the good job that Erik Ten Hag has gone ahead to do for Manchester United, then who are you known to go on and really pass on respect to the new manager of Manchester United that's really turned around things, and we are having a winning rate, a winning percentage that we never even had under the Sir Alex Ferguson era? And here we bring you a story that Xavi is afraid of Ten Hag and Rashford. Xavi, the manager of Barcelona, has gone ahead to really commend the good works of Erik Ten Hag, and has really revealed how he has gone ahead to turn over Manchester United as we play Barcelona tomorrow. Rokan David is my name. United Matters channel is the YouTube channel that you're watching me on, and let's set this rolling like no other. Not so? We are also going to talk about the traveling squad of Manchester United to Barcelona, the available squad of Barcelona, who is in, who is out, and obviously hint a little bit about what Xavi has really revealed on Rashford as one of the best players in Europe right now, and the qualities that he's afraid of Rashford to face his backline of Barcelona. And obviously Araujo's plan revealed by Xavi to say to it that he will combat Marcus Rashford. So guys, smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe, or smashing it, hit the notification bell that whenever you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now let's first do this because the press conference is going to come in shortly. Then after the presser, I'll come in and really give you the press reaction as far as Erik Ten Hag has, what Ten Hag has gone ahead to say about Manchester United and the side known as Barcelona. Now, this is the traveling squad of Manchester United. De Gea, Heaton, Butland. Those are goalkeepers, 3 in number. Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Malacia, Rafael Varane, Dalot, Shaw, Bissaka, Brandon Williams. Those are the defenders, including central defenders, right backs and left backs. Then Bruno Fernandes, Fred Rodriguez, Casemiro, Pelestri, Zidane Iqbo, Maino, Rashford, Sancho, Weghorst, and Elanga plus Alejandro Garnacho. That is the traveling squad of Manchester United to Spain, and I think they've landed, and the manager is soon going to conduct a press conference to say to it that he tells us what he thinks about the game of United versus Barcelona. And one will be asking himself, where is Lisandro Martinez and Sabitzer? Lisandro Martinez accumulated 2 yellow cards, I think, during the group stage games, and he does not qualify to play today. But in the game at Old Trafford, that is a return leg, he's going to be available. Then we are talking about Sabitzer. He had accumulated 3 yellow cards in the games he played for Bayern Munich in the group stages, and that's why he's out of this fixture. That is Sabitzer, but he's really going to be available in the return leg. And if at all he was still at Bayern Munich yesterday, he wouldn't have been eligible to play for Bayern as they beat PSG 1-0 down in Paris. Now, after showing you the squad of Manchester United, allow me also flash you a little bit on that of Barcelona and how they are really willing to really drop it here. That is the squad of Barcelona. Ter Stegen, Tenas and Pena. Those are the goalkeepers. Christensen, Araujo, Alonso, Alaba, Conde, Garcia, Balde, Pedri, Kessie, Roberto, Frenkie de Jong, Casado, Gavi, Torre, Lewandowski, Fati, Torres, Rafinha, and Alcon. When you look at that team, you are not seeing 2 names that are really prominent: Ousmane Dembele and Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets got an injury and is expected to miss out on the first leg. But in the second leg, he's so much expected to be up. But for Ousmane Dembele, he's out until, I think, mid-March. That's when he's expected to return to the team of Barcelona. That really puts him out of this double tie knockout stage of the UEFA Europa League. So that is the squad of Barcelona. Sorry about that has gone ahead to really be revealed or registered in the UEFA, that are really available to go on and face a team known as Manchester United. Now, let's go to Xavi. In his press conference, what he said about Erik Ten Hag, the manager of Manchester United, in a way that was respectful, but having a lot of fear in it. He said, Ten Hag is a great coach. Reversing the situation of United was not an easy task, and he's doing it. The club and fans are excited again. He's an attacking coach, and he shows it in almost every game. He's a reference of coaches who like this football. Now, all these have ever worked under Pep Guardiola. Xavi was a player under Pep Guardiola, and then Erik Ten Hag was working with Pep Guardiola at Bayern Munich as his assistant coach, as the reserve team coach. Now, when you look at everything that is really praving around this, it shows you how respectful Xavi is for Erik Ten Hag, and is really passing respect to him because he knows that United were really abysmal last season. And for Erik Ten Hag to come in and retransform it, he deserves all the credit and the kudos. And no one at United deserves the glory or the pride or the praise to our uplifting and getting back to where we were years back other than Erik Ten Hag. That's it, because it's not the first time we are buying in players. We've bought good players at Manchester United. Angel Di Maria, Juan Mata, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Falcao was at Manchester United, Pogba was at Manchester United, Memphis Depay, Alex Sanchez, and very many other players. They were at United, but they failed to do the needful to really put the club where they're supposed to be, meaning that the problem was the manager, and secondly, the other problem was the board. But, management has really changed from those old tactics, and now we are having a new set of management because you're managing players who are really earning a lot of money. Secondly, they are having huge followers, they are brands, and they are having a lot of power. Player power, the club. Now, for Ten Hag coming in through, he set new terms and conditions that really set a new trend at Manchester United, gathering the dressing room and getting back to where it is. And he is commending him for being one of the coaches that play what we call attacking football, and the task was not easy, but he has passed it because it has not even taken him a season to get us back to winning ways as Manchester United. We are third, and if at all we can continue to be consistent, you never know. We might find ourselves into a title race. If at all Arsenal and City draw, or if at all they continue to go ahead and really lose their games, we can close down on them. And that is what Erik Ten Hag is really doing. And the attraction of quality players like Casemiro, Eriksson, Sabitzer, Lisandro Martinez, Anthony, that is a plus to this manager known as Erik Ten Hag. Now, he's hinting about the clubs and fans being excited again. Obviously, excitement is accelerating day in, day out. You get? He has all the drawers to pull out to get us into the lead or get us a win that is well deserved. That's why he told you that I believe that we are getting a result at the Spotify Camp Nou Stadium in Barcelona, because I believe this man is really out of this world, and Xavi has revealed the threat of Erik Ten Hag. Then Xavi had the following to say about Marcus Rashford. Remember, Marcus Rashford is the high-scoring player all forward in the top 5 leagues of Europe ever since the World Cup came to a halt. He's having close to 13 goals in 15 games. Now, Xavi on Rashford, he said he's very fast and he has good dribbling one-on-one, all 1v1. In the transition, he's dangerous. We have to take care of all of their players, but especially Rashford. Now, Rashford is the talk about town. Talk on football, Rashford is leading every headline. And it shows you how much we've gone ahead to transform from the United we were when Ronaldo was here to a United that we are right now when Ronaldo is away. The post-Ronaldo era is very exciting. It's very exciting because I think we've only lost one game. And that game we lost it away at Arsenal. Obviously, we lost to the table leaders. But we've managed to gather results and results and results and results. And if it was not the injuries we are having, I think would have even collected more points than what we are having. But Marcus Rashford, talk of point. Xavi is hinting about how good this player is. And what shows that he is really afraid of Rashford, it's the statement. He concludes this statement he made in his press conference with that we take care of all their players, but especially Rashford, meaning that their game plan is to stop Rashford. I think for that they're going to get it wrong. I think you can't stop Rashford because in a nick of an eye, he can go past you and obviously hit you. I think the best way is to combat Casemiro in the midfield, if at all I'm Xavi, but you cannot do that without having one of your best players, known as Busquets, into that midfield, because Casemiro has played very many games in the El Clasico. He knows what this game means. Him and Rafael Varane are really going to be so much pivotal and integral to this game of football. And I believe, however much Rashford is going to come out and really score goals for Manchester United, or he can score goals for Manchester United, but I believe there is Bruno Fernandes, there is Casemiro, there is Sancho, there is Casemiro, there is Luke Shaw. So I believe he's afraid of Rashford in his say that they should take care of Rashford, of all players, but especially Marcus Rashford. But I believe there are even other more players that he needs to take care about. Now, a tweet that I really brought you yesterday that Xavi was planning to go ahead and really not allow Rashford do the needful has also gone ahead to reflect in his pre-match press conference, because he was asked about Araujo as being one of those players to be used to stop Marcus Rashford. And this is what he had to say. And it shows you how much he's afraid of Rashford. He said, I don't usually give anything away, but we are not looking at just one player. We have analyzed what they do in attack and defense with Rashford, but also Garnacho. They have a fast attack, transitions, counter-attacks. Now, he's also hitting about Garnacho, and it shows you how good Garnacho is. You get? He's also showing that United is not only having one player who is really deadly, but also Garnacho is a deadly player. And if you remember the game we played against, Leeds, the way Ten Hag really tried to change it, switch Bruno to the right, Weghorst in the midfield, playing as a number 10, Rashford leading the line, Garnacho wide left. So, I think what Xavi should know is that let him do his analysis, but I believe we are a much better team than a team Barcelona has ever played, according to me. Even when Sir Alex Ferguson was here, we had good players, but he never really had that huge heart or brave heart to take on this team one-on-one. He never had it. So, as things stand, I really believe that Xavi is afraid, and he knows that however much they're having Lewandowski leading the line, we have a central defense that can contain him. But Barcelona have good players. Rafinha trying to get back there, Pedri, Frenkie de Jong, but at least United is having experience in that midfield. The double pivot of the Brazilians is really going to be so much important. Rafael Varane's experience, you get? I think if I was to make a combined 11, should I make one tomorrow, guys? Tell me, should I make one tomorrow, a combined 11 of United versus Barcelona? Because it looks like we can have most of our players in. That's it. We can have most of our players in, according to me and what I think. Because I think Bruno can go there, Casemiro can go there. In that midfield of Barcelona, if the only person that can go there, I think it's Frenkie de Jong. In the front three, I think even Rafinha is rusty. I think Lewandowski goes there straight, Rashford comes in, and very many others. So, allow me show you a little bit of how these players trained before they boarded for a side known as... Spain Catalonia, and that is Kobe Mainoo training. That is Rashford, the assassin that Xavi is afraid about, all of. That is Pelestro Facundo. Casemiro returns and is starting tomorrow for Manchester United. This is Victor Lindelof, also ready to play the game. This is Bruno and David De Gea, bromance. That is the bromance, the brothers romancing. That is Freddy Rodriguez, who is going to play the double pivot with Manchester United. Now, these are the coaches of Manchester United: Ten Hag, Ben McCarthy, Stephen McLaren, Van der Gaar, and very many others. This is Alejandro Garnacho in a mood, obviously scoring against Leeds and taking the pressure off himself. This is the entire United team trying to warm up and really do those drills before they headed for Spain. That is Erik Ten Hag, all smiles. Then Bruno Fernandes, that is Anthony Elanga and Lisandro Martinez. Weghorst, Zidane Iqbal, and Tyrell Malacia. Alejandro Garnacho going in for the drills. That is Sancho, Iqbal, Malacia, Bissaka, Freddy, and obviously Anthony Elanga trying to run around. That is Brandon Williams. Looks like he's so much in shape. The manager is really trying to put him into the team squad or the matchday squad. That is Diego Dallo coming back, and I'm expecting for him to start against Barcelona. Then Victor Lindelof and Rafael Varane, obviously training with Manchester United. And this is Luke Shaw, Rashford, and Zidane affair, obviously trying to tussle it out with the club. Then Facundo Pellistri, Harry Maguire, Weghorst, and Zidane Iqbal doing the needful for the club of Manchester United. Your reactions to Xavi afraid of Rashford and Garnacho are welcome in the comment section below. Then what are your thoughts about him talking about Erik Ten Hag and how that squad of United is going to be integrated tomorrow to get out the 11 players that can get us a result from Camp Nou? Thank you guys for watching in through. Rocker David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. When the press conference is done, I'm going to be here to come in and really react to it with you guys. I'm out. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I'm out, my mates.